Hello once again and welcome into another video review on Abaddon magazine, and the third in line and with the third different format. I had a book in Dutch language, I had a book in Serbian language, and this time for the first time I'm covering an actual musical release. I've got myself a CD that I want to present to you, but in order to do that, you need to press a couple of buttons first. Right down there, somewhere underneath me, you will find buttons for like, subscribe, share. Whatever you do, you're helping Abaddon Magazine grow. You're helping Abaddon Magazine be better, and you're helping Abaddon Magazine get perhaps a more beautiful face on this YouTube channel than mine. In order to do that, I would like to hit the like button myself. But what can I do? But Without further ado, I'm going to present you a band or an album rather, whose cover artwork you can see right there behind me on my TV set. That's the thing on top of the blurred out Abaddon logo. Um, the thing that looks kind of like tore down pagan shrine, right in the middle of a wilderness. Uh, black and white, black and white cover with band logo on top. Should suggest you what you are going to hear, and it very much does. The name of the band is Vrag, which is in any former Yugoslavian language, it is the word for the devil. And With that in mind, you would expect a Serbian band, Croatian, Bosnian. But no, this band doesn't come from former Yugoslavia. It's a band that comes from neighboring Hungary. And From what I could gather from the map, quite far away from what is now Serbia, as far as one can get from Serbia when being in Hungary. So I have no idea whether some form of relation is going on, but the band's name is what it is, and it's been that way for a long, long while now. So it is what it is. You get Vrag with their brand new album, which is called, I have no idea how to say that word, so I'm just going to go with the translation because that's all I can gather of it. The word translates to tenaciously, stubbornly, or whatever. And basically, the career of the band is summed up in that word. Since uh, I've become acquainted with the band, well, a long, long time ago, back in my tape trading days. Uh, Back then, I got a hold of a tape which was a compilation of their demo recordings. Um, Basically, there was nothing all that special on it, and it very much fell into um, sort of obscurity because it went along the lines that many bands were following those days. The raw, primitive black metal, and thankfully, that was all in the past, and that was all on the demo tapes. Of course, I fell out of interest after that tape. So when the previous album by Vrag came into my lap, that one I know how to pronounce. It's Harkom. Um, I was very much surprised because the band grew in every single way. from the format of release, from the inlay booklet, all the way to the most important, of course, music, lyrics, vocals. Everything was at least a couple of grades up at that point. So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised, and somewhere along the Abaddon magazine website, you can find my review for the album and read it. And then I would recommend you take a look at it, take a listen to it, and follow it up with this tenacious follow up. Not much has changed in the meantime. It hasn't been a long time since the previous album, so there wasn't all that much to change. But what I can gather is that there was a bit of growth. Um, in one way, Vrag became, well, it came closer to another project that the leader of the band and the sole member of the band, because I forgot to mention it was a one-man band. The leader of the band, who also uses Vrag as his pseudonym. Another project of his called Witcher is very much a symphonic black metal outfit, and one can see a parallel forming on this new record by Vrag, and mostly in the form of guitar riffs and guitar composition. Throughout the record, it very much falls in line with a symphonic influence. I would say mostly with Germanic symphonic influence by composers like Beethoven or even Wagner in later stages of the album. But not to fear, it's not another Witcher record. It's very much a black metal record, but the sympho influence uh, enters the Vrag's compositions through the guitar riffs. And one more thing is very successful harmonizing between guitars and vocals, which leads to enhanced feeling throughout the record. Not to mention with a couple of, well, I'd say catchy choruses. But since the whole album is written in Hungarian, I can't really call them catchy or anything because I can't speak the language, and so it stays a bit obscure from me. But in any case, it does add another charm to it, which well, it sets it apart from its predecessor. Uh, if it's if it's anything that sets it apart, it's this thing, and it does elevate what Prague is all about to a brand new level. Of course, the similarities between Vrag and Witcher are going to be uh, obvious, and they are going to meet eventually because they are the brain children, something of the same man. Okay, in two different styles, but similar ideas are going to phase through. However, Vrag manages to keep those two entities at distance, and Vrag's new album remains purely a black metal album. It remains dirty. It remains dark. It remains cold. It remains repetitive and well, I can't say minimalistic with guitar riffs being as they are, but very much down to earth and very much in line with second wave black metal coming from Scandinavia, um, primarily from Norway, with some Finnish atmospheric touches. Well, atmosphere goes without saying, especially uh, when you dub the album. Well, when you post a genre sticker, so to speak, to it, being misanthropic black metal. There needs to be a strong atmosphere, and Vrag very much does it, finds it, and keeps to it with music, keeps to it with lyrics too, with them being well again in line with the album title, tenacious. Yeah, tenacious struggle through life, stubborn, stubborn walking through walls, through ignorant people, through humanity, through life, through all the hardships. Yeah, the lyrics are filled with those kinds of messages. What's interesting, um, they are not all bleak and hopeless, because the writer of the lyrics, again, the gentleman who goes by the name of Vrag, he finds strength through the hardship. He finds strength to move on, alone against the world, but strong, still going strong. And well, I hope he keeps going strong with the next releases he publishes with Vrag and, of course, Witcher, and through his very own label, Philosophy Records, who was, of course, responsible for this album as well, um, and also for the Witcher album, and another band who is that Vrag is a member of, a band called Frozen Wrath, which is well, it, it's not his brainchild. He's only a vocalist there, but it's again black metal commando, but going in a bit of different way. Anyways, I'm going sideways for a moment, but back to the album. It is actually it's not as surprising as the previous one, at least to me. So I can't say it impacted me just the way the previous one did, but it's still a very good album, very solid effort. 39 minutes of very well thought black metal. Unfortunately, I do find a couple of downsides. It is a bit too repetitive for me. It is a bit elongated, and I could use a riff or two here or there just to spice things up. But all in all, it's not a bad record. It comes in a beautiful package, of which this is just a sneak preview. Um, you can also you have photos of the man himself within the booklet, where he, of course, displays the barbaric side of black metal. It will easily remind you of old Gorgoroth records. Um, so there's this old school feeling throughout, in music, in visual, in everything, basically. And yeah, one could say Vrag doesn't bring anything new to the table. It's still your basic black metal, but it is a good black metal record. And well, what can you say? If it's good black metal, then fans of black metal will have nothing to complain about. If you're seeking for anything out of the ordinary, Well, there are plenty of bands handling that type of black metal. Not necessary for Vrag to follow that line. They are keeping to their true selves. They are keeping to what they do best, and they are doing it really good. So yeah, I'm giving it a thumbs up, definitely. I'm recommending you go and find it. Go and listen to it. Support the band and the man itself, the label, because they are producing some fine black metal, perhaps the best I've heard from Hungary for a long, long time. I must admit, be it with Vrag or Witcher, or even Frozen Red. So yeah, you get this album, you get the CD, and with the CD, just to complete it, you get a sticker of the front cover. So yeah, um, small bonus, but a likable one. Any case, support to the band and absolute recommendation to find the album to support them. And of course, as I said in the beginning, support Abaddon magazine by clicking those buttons right down there. We'll keep doing the best we could, the best we can. Yeah. Bye bye for now, and see you soon with next release.